And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of AetherX Livestream. I know it's been a while since I've been able to do an AetherX Livestream. There's just been so much work with Radiate, right? Radiate has really taken up a lot of my time. But the good news is that it's starting to give me a little bit more time, right? Give me a little bit more availability. So I'm going to be working to do AetherX Livestreams every 2 weeks. Okay, I don't think it'll be on a Monday. The next one, but this is the best time I could do because yesterday was busy, the day before that was busy. I had a little bit of time here this morning, so here we are with AetherX. So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you again for joining me today. We are going to be talking a little bit more about some product updates as well too. I'll be talking a bit more about some Radiate information, and we'll be looking into doing a double digital product giveaway. Okay, so I'm going to be giving away another digital product that will be the AetherX card decks, either the body, energy, or mind decks, to 2 people who will be answering a skill testing question regarding the card decks. Okay, so it's going to be quite interesting. So we'll be getting into that in a little bit. First and foremost, we're just going to let you know that we have the 20% discount store-wide off all products on AetherX. No discount code required. Okay, so that includes for the Source Massage Mat, the Source Flashlight, Taurus Bed Kit, and also with the AetherX card decks, we have them at 30% off, right? So that's even better than the 20% off discount. So the cards are 30% off. That again, you get 30% if you get all 3, right? So you get 30%, 30%, 30%. That also applies to the digital decks as well too. We also have the new Orgonite pyramids coming in. Now, basically, I could only get 2 of the 3 styles. The 3rd style, my supplier did not have. So I was only able to get the Metatron and the Dimensional. Okay, so those are the 2 new ones that are in. We had a few of the Galactic left, but they have now sold out. Okay, so I'm just waiting for them to get the next stock of the Galactic, and then I'll come back and grab that and then bring them in. It could be another few weeks before that happens. So again, I was only able to get 2 out of the 3. But again, the Orgonite universal pendulums are now available, and they have a 25% discount as well too. Like I said, there's no discount code required. The discount is just simply available through the price. So you can check that out with the Orgonite pyramids. All right, and of course, looking into the new Taurus beds that's coming, they're going to be called the Taurus Sleeping Kit. Okay, so that is going to consist of a throw blanket and a single pillowcase. Okay, that's going to be the new Taurus bed in that way. As I've talked about before, I was looking to get a full Taurus bed kit, but it was just radically expensive, right? And if I was to basically even just try to break even with it, it would still be quite expensive to sell, right? So I decided to, let's invent something else. Let's try the sleeping kit, right? So have a beautiful Sherpa fleece Taurus blanket with a pillowcase, standard pillowcase, and that is going to again give you lots of charge, right? So again, it's just as powerful as the Taurus bed kit because it's the exact same coating. It's the exact same coating. It's the exact same vibrational energy. It's the exact same charge, right? So you're getting the benefit of the Taurus bed kit, and it's kind of more of a personal package for yourself as well too, right? So if you're sleeping in bed, you have your own personal throw blanket. You have your own personal sleeping kit. I know that there are some people that have emailed me and said, oh, you know what, my partner doesn't really like this stuff, and he wants me to kind of take the sheets off the bed and stuff like that. He doesn't like it, and he or she doesn't like it, right? So this is something that's a little bit more personable for you, right? You're just laying down on the couch, have your pillowcase, have your Taurus throw blanket, and get charged while you take a nap, right? Or again, have it while you're sleeping at night. So those will be coming here very, very soon. We're expecting them about around May 20th to May 25th. Okay, so that will be availability. That will be on etherx.co in the next little while. So I'm looking forward to launching those. I also have some more prototypes that I'll be showing you guys here. Just taking a moment to get them. All right, so many of you have asked me about the repellent spray. Okay, so basically an AetherX charged repellent spray because it is the time of the year. Mosquitoes are out, right? We want to basically avoid wasp stings. We want to get fleas or ticks off of us altogether. And so I've just purchased some prototype metal or aluminum cans. And I also have an engraving laser here as well too, right? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building some prototypes and putting together some prototypes that will basically give your skin a charge. So wherever you spray the repellent spray, not only are you getting the insects off you, so to speak, but you're also helping to heal the skin. The skin is getting charged in regards to its millivoltage, right? Because there's going to be Fibonacci sequence oscillation and pulsation through the repellent spray as well too. So I'm going to start doing some prototypes once I get my engraving laser up and going, because I'm going to be engraving the aluminum cans that they're in. And this is going to basically consist of kind of a 50% and 50% content. So 50% of it will be basically jojoba oil, right? That's Jojoba, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and filtered water, okay? So basically that's going to be the component in holding the charge. You want to have some oil in this because that's going to be able to stay on your skin longer. If we just have water, water is going to wash off very quickly and it's not going to be as effective. So you want to have that oil. So it's the same oil that we would use if we were doing the essential oils. Okay, we basically use jojoba oil for the essential oils as well too. So 50% is going to be filled with jojoba oil, and the other 50% is pure filtered water. Okay, and then we just shake it up really good, and then you let it charge. You let it charge for at least 1 hour. After 1 hour, then you can start using it. Okay. Now the good news about that is this is something that you can refill on your own. Really, what you're purchasing for is the technology itself. Okay, you're purchasing the bottle. The bottle is the AetherX technology. So all you really have to do is you can also get other different types of oils if you don't want to use jojoba oil. I usually recommend jojoba oil because it's the best. It's one of the best carrier oils to use. But you can also use coconut oil. You can also use olive oil, right? Any of those particular oils that you want to work with is good. But I would certainly recommend using jojoba oil because that has a very strong carrier. It holds the frequencies very well. I've seen that with the essential oils. It does a really good job of holding the frequency. So what I'm basically doing is I'm going to be putting certain vibrational codes into the repellent spray to not only repel a great deal of insects, because I have to basically look them up. I have to see the insects. I have to see exactly what they do and help to clear that out, so that'll take a bit of time. And then after that, I start putting in some citrus codes as well too, for oranges, lemons, grapefruits as well too. You won't smell it, but we're capturing the vibration of it, and we're putting that into the seal that's going to go onto the bottles as well too, right? So there's going to be a lot of coding that I'm going to be working. Like I said, I'm going to be putting the color vibrations into it as well too. I'll be putting the Fibonacci sequence into it as well too, the 432 hertz frequency, negative ions as well. So there's going to be a lot of great features in the repellent spray. And I'm doing this because a lot of you have wanted me to do it. I just couldn't do it last year. I just wasn't finding a good provider. And I was getting closer to the end of the summer, right, during that time. I said, maybe I'll just leave this until next spring, right? And then here we are with spring, so I am finally getting it ready, okay? Like I said, it will be in bottles just like this. I'm just waiting to get my engraver laser going first, designing some nice patterns on the bottle. And it will also include PDF instructions on the product description of the page once this comes out. I'm hoping to roll this out by the end of May, okay? So once this is ready, then these bottles will be available. Like I said, this is really what you're paying for, are the bottles. It's the technology that's going to be going through these bottles, because you will be able to refill them yourselves, okay? That's not a problem whatsoever. So that is in the works right now. Put that back up on the shelf. So I know you guys have been waiting quite a while on that, so it is going to be happening. Okay, so we have the new Taurus blankets, or the new Taurus sleeping kit that's on the way. We have the new repellent spray that is currently in the works. What else is happening? Well, we have the 3D light arrays as well too, and I have a 3D printer over here, and that's actually what's going to be printing out the array. And I'm going to be wrapping an LED, what do you call it? The LED, these words are escaping me today. LED strip, that's what it is. I'll be wrapping an LED strip around the 3D array, and that will also be vibrationally charged as well too. So it will basically get ethericsed. Okay, so when I say etherics, we're basically having all of those powerful codes a part of it, just like the wall arrays, but this is even going to take the wall arrays to the next level because you're going to be working with light. And when you're working with light, that makes it even more powerful. So again, I'm going to make it very, very strong. So the LED or light 3D arrays are going to be coming here very, very soon. We should have them up here in the next couple of weeks. We also have some new bracelets that Brianne is personally making. So we're going to get these up on the website here very soon, and they're charged with Radiate Regen. Okay. So that's really what's the difference about these bracelets, is that I'm not actually putting any codes in them. They're just sitting in front of Radiate Regen for about a week's time, and then they're going to be available, right? So you're getting all the codes of Radiate Regen. Now, Radiate Regen is the industrial version of Radiate. There's nothing stronger than that, right? It's 100 times more powerful than the app, okay? The Radiate app is our compact version. It's our scaled down version of the Radiate technology, which is still powerful. It's still quite strong, right? But when you're looking at Radiate Regen, there's no comparison, right? Radiate Regen is industrially strong, right? Because you have a multitude of different monitors all around you, surrounding you, and basically getting this incredibly potent charge, right? Also with the Regen video software, it's a lot more potent, and it's designed to actually work together with multiple displays. So it's far more powerful than anything that's on the app. And this is why I'm working to get a lot of healing centers to host the Radiate Regen video software. And here's the good news. We have about 5 or 6 centers that are going to be opening up here very soon. We have one in Cambodia. We have one in Australia. We have another one in Loveland, Colorado. We have another one in Qualicum Beach, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. Okay. We have another one coming in New Zealand. We have another one in the works now in Israel. Okay. So we're getting some centers. This is great. This is wonderful news. And we have plenty of room for a lot more. Okay. So again, if you are interested, if you are a business owner, if you have a wellness center, you're looking to start a healing center, and that you really want to get something like this going, then this would be an option for you. As I said, that really all you're doing with Radiate Regen is, number one, you're paying a commercial fee of $2,000 US, and that's paying for the video software, and that's also paying for 1 year of co-promotional assistance, which means we're going to help to promote you. We're going to help to promote your website. We're going to help to put you on paid ads as well too, and getting yourself out there. That's what the $2,000 cover, okay? Secondly, you'll have access to a full members area. You'll also have a 60% wholesale discount off AetherX products, okay? So you'll be able to bring AetherX products onto it. So if you want to have the throw blankets or the selenite plates, or again, the light 3D arrays that I'm working with, or again, the repellent sprays, etc., all of that will be available for you, okay? So that, again, is one of the biggest benefits of getting this. And I'd like you to see if there's any other company that offers what we're offering regarding this, regarding a very powerful bioscalar, biomagnetic, natural frequency rejuvenation technology like Radiate for what we're offering. You won't find it anywhere else, right? So this is what I recommend for those of you who are watching, right? If you know anybody who has a healing center, show them Radiate, right? Just show them the app and say, hey, how do you feel about the app? How's the app doing? Oh, it works great, right? Well, how would you like to have the industrial version of this in your center and basically helping out a lot of people getting to get well again? Wow, okay, great. Where do I go for that? RadiateRegen.com. Okay, that's where you take them, that's where you send them, and they'll see it on the nav bar commercial application form. Okay, and that's all you do. You click on that, and you basically just go through the application process. Usually just takes me a couple of days just to look over through your application, because I want to look at just look in the details that you're sharing about the business. I want to make sure again that everything is kind of organized, because I am working with many other things with Radiate. It usually takes me a couple of days to get back to a person. Sometimes if I'm not so busy, I can probably get back to them in about 24 hours. But this is really the goal here, guys, is that my goal here is that, here's the thing. There are a lot of people that are offering scalar and bioscalar equipment and similar things like that as well too, and that's fantastic. I'd love to see more and more of that. The downside with a lot of these bioscalar and scalar devices that are currently available is they cost thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. Okay? They're basically going to leave you broke. And you need to be aware of that. Okay? And this is just not feasible. I said, guys, this is not going to get your technology out to the world. If you're charging $10,000, $15,000, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 for a lot of these bioscalar units, they may be great, they may work very, very great, but like I said, you're only going to have a certain amount of people who are going to be able to get that, right? Rather, what if we developed an idea where we use powerful bioscalar technology that people can use for free on an app, right? Here comes Radiate, right? So Radiate, again, offering a free version of its scaled down technology that you can use at your own leisure, representing a free version. Now, what about stepping that up, getting a lot more features? Well, you can get the premium version. Yeah, and what's that, like $5,000? No, 33 bucks. Right? And there you go, $33. You get a powerful bioscalar technology that lasts the rest of your life. Right? That's why Radiate is being such a successful app right now. It's basically, I've gone into the top 40s. It's been the #1 health app on Google Play, in Canada, in Australia, and in Sweden. Okay? And now here we are rolling out Radiate Regen. We are taking the industrial strength, powerful bioscalar technology that is 100 times more powerful than anything in the app, and we're making that available through wellness and healing centers. And what is this going to cost me? $2,000 US. Wow. Okay. So other ones are basically charging $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. And Brad, you're only charging $2,000? That's right. Right? So again, you guys do the math, right? And you're getting this powerful bioscalar through your business, whether you're running this in a residence, whether you're running this in a healing center, or maybe you have some sort of organization, nonprofit organization that wants to create this as well too. Maybe having accessibility for free or by donation. We can talk. Absolutely. Right? I would have no problem with that. Working out a deal with the people who basically has a nonprofit organization that basically wants to bring Radiate Regen in, and basically having it maybe something like in a gymnasium, and then you have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 people inside that gymnasium getting radiated, right? Staying in there for a couple of hours and getting their cells charged, getting their DNA transformed, getting their organs brought into greater states of integrity. There are so many benefits that are coming out of Radiate. I'm getting testimonials quite frequently from people about what it's doing for them. And this is just from the app. This is from our scaled down, right, product that is compact. Imagine what Radiate Regen will do for you. Okay? So this again is something that I'm sharing with you guys because I really would like you guys to be the messengers and talk to people and say, hey, try the app, right? Or hey, look into Radiate Regen, because again, this is something that many healing centers can offer that is going to dramatically help people, right? Even with EE systems, there's certain people that are getting turned away because there are EE systems through certain healing centers in areas that they're already in, and they're basically getting turned away saying, well, we can't, we already have a person who runs an EE system in your area, so you can't open a center, right? So if you get turned down that way, then maybe you want to come to Radiate Regen, okay? So again, it's a great feat of what EE Systems has been able to do together with Unified Healing. That's fantastic. I would love to see more and more of that, right? But I have heard from other people that they've been getting turned down for EE system units because they already have people in their area that are already running an EE system, and they don't want to get duplicates, right, to affect the business of someone that's already there. So if you get turned down from EE systems, then maybe you should start looking into Radiate, okay? So Radiate Regen will be there. And like I said, we do have a similar policy as well too with that. We don't want to basically create duplicates in certain areas, because again, that's affecting someone else's business. So we would basically have the same thing, but we're fresh to the scene, right? So again, if you're living in Ohio, if you're living in Germany, if you're living in Australia, if you're living in New Zealand, right? If you're living in Quebec, if you're living in Toronto, you're living in England, wherever you may be in the world, Radiate Regen is there for you. Okay, like I said, we have people from Cambodia, from Australia, from New Zealand, from Israel, from Colorado, and again, a friend of mine who's on Vancouver Island here in Qualicum Beach. She's basically turning her RV trailer into a Radiate Regen center. It's amazing. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is your own business. This is your own innovation that you can bring forward, and you're making a living helping to heal people. Do the math, guys. Doesn't that feel extremely rewarding with the work that you're doing? Maybe you're a healer already and you want to take it to the next level. Well, now you can integrate this as a powerful business. Okay, so Radiate is continuing to work stronger and stronger, because I'm going to be creating a brand new Radiate version here in the next few months, which is going to be called Radiate Focus. Okay, so Radiate Focus, like I said, is going to be focusing on organs one at a time, right? And it's going to be interchangeable. It's going to be universal together with the Radiate technology that's currently there. So there's going to be another version of Radiate coming here in the next few months, probably between winter of 2024 and spring of 2025. It'll be released. There's a lot of work for me to do with that, because I'm basically starting from scratch again, right, with Radiate Focus. So that will be the next one. Yes, that one will be an app as well too. Yes, that one will be integratable with Radiate Regen. Okay, so there's going to be a Regen version of Focus, and there will be an app version of Focus as well too. So that will be coming soon. I haven't even really started to work on it yet. I'm basically just putting in the inner drawing board here. It's stirring in the ethers right now, but that is going to be coming very, very soon. Okay. So we're going to be getting to questions here very, very shortly with you guys. I'm just making sure I've covered all the new products that are coming. Oh, there's new t-shirts coming as well too, right? I'm going to be making some new grayscale t-shirts. They're going to have some really amazing logos, kind of like this, right? They'll be grayscale though, they won't be color, but they'll look amazing. Okay, so I'm going to be working on that. And again, all of the t-shirts, especially the new one that's out right now, the rainbow one, right? The new colored t-shirt. That one has elements of Radiate within it as well too, right? Because you're noticing that when you're looking at the rainbow t-shirt, it has that same kind of interface as Radiate does, right? And it works with the color vibrations. It has the Fibonacci sequence. I put it on the other day. It's like, oh my God, I'm supercharged with this thing. It feels so good. Like my whole chest was just buzzing. Feels amazing. You don't have to activate it. You don't have to amplify it. It's already fully activated. It's already fully amplified. And good news, it's already here. It's already on AetherX.co. You'll find it on the main page under our new arrivals. All right, so you can go ahead and you can check that out as well too. Okay. All right. So that was the other thing I wanted to share, was just in regards to t-shirts. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move forward now, and we're going to go into the skill testing question to get a double digital deck contest going. Okay, so the first two people who answers the skill testing question on the top chat here, and you can be anybody, it doesn't matter who. Okay, so here's the skill testing question. Okay, if you can tell me which of the three decks contains the heavy metal eliminator. Okay, so which of the three decks? Is it the body deck, is it the mind deck, or is it the energy deck? Which of the three decks contains the heavy metal eliminator card? Okay, if you can answer that correctly on the chat, then the first two people who answer correctly will be receiving, again, a free digital copy of the digital deck of their choosing. Okay, so again, that is something I'm posing to the chat right now. Which of the three decks contains the heavy metal eliminator card? Okay, all right, so we got Jill and we got Maria. Jill and Maria, congratulations. Yes, it's the body deck. Okay, the body deck contains the heavy metal eliminator, and that's one of the cards I recommend you guys working with quite a bit, because that is what's actually helping you to clear a lot of metals out of the body. Metals is a big culprit for a lot of sickness in the body, right? So you start working with a heavy metal eliminator, put that on your chest, gaze at it, charge your water with it, put your photo down upon it, the capture method. This will help in clearing away a lot of that heavy metal toxicity in your body. So congratulations to Jill and to Maria. So Joe and Maria, if you can do me a favor, is just go ahead and email info@etherx.co just with your full name, and I will get back to you and send you the digital copies of the deck. Okay, so also when you send me an email, let me know which digital deck you would like. Don't worry about sending it through the chat, just send it through the email. Okay, so Brad, I'd like either the body deck, the mind deck, or the energy deck. Okay, let me know which one you want, and then I'll send that to you through a reply email. So congratulations to both winners. Thank you very much, Jill. Thank you very much, Maria. Talk to you very shortly on email. All right, great. So again, remember the email is info@etherx.co. Okay, don't forget. All right, so let's go ahead now, and we're going to get into questions. Okay, so if you guys do have any questions regarding Radiate or any questions regarding AetherX products, Radiate is an AetherX product, right? Radiate is not a standalone business, okay? Radiate is under the AetherX umbrella. So Radiate is AetherX, okay? Some people may be confused about that. So is Radiate kind of like a brand new business? No. It's all under AetherX. It's under the AetherX umbrella. But it's certainly the biggest product because I have 3 websites for it. We got the 3rd website coming along, and that is the one that's going to be hosting the browser app. Okay, so like I said, we got the mobile app coming. Maybe the mobile app was already done. We're doing some updates with it because we're noticing that there are some bugs, but that's going to happen, right? That's going to happen with a new app that comes out. You will notice that there will be some bugs, right? There's going to be some things, okay, well, the screen is kind of shifting sideways, or I'm having a little bit of trouble signing in, whatever it may be, okay? And we're working on those bugs. So I have my development team working together. They're doing all the work. I know nothing about app development, right? So I basically just pass on any concerns to them, and they take care of it, and then they just let me know when they're all finished updating it, and then they put it out to Google Play or to Apple Store. Apple Store and Google Play usually take about 48 hours before they allow a new update to come together. So it's a bit of a waiting game for them once they put it through. But once it's put through, the updates are there. Please check the Telegram groups of Radiate or AetherX, okay? Because that's usually where I post new information when there are updates for the Radiate app, both for the Apple Store and for Google Play, okay? So just stay tuned for that. I know that there are a few bugs in the system, and we're just working to get them out. All part of a new app, okay? All right, let's go ahead and start off with some questions here from the live audience. Okay, this one is from Turn Up Everyday, or Benedict. Hello, Benedict. He asks, hi Brad, is Radiate equally effective if you have it running in your pocket? Because one doesn't really get exposed to the screen when it's hidden beneath fabric. That's not really a problem for Radiate, okay? So I'm going to give you guys an example, and this is what I do, especially if I'm like walking around the beach and everything like that, okay? One thing that I will do is I'm going to pull up Radiate here on my iPhone, okay? So here's Radiate on my iPhone. Again, I have the premium, right? So I'm pressing the button here. Okay, so here's Radiate running. I'll turn off the audio. Okay, so here's Radiate running right here. And this is what I will do. While it's running with the screen on, it's in my pocket. Okay, and it's running. Oh, Brad, there's fabric in your pocket. Who cares? It's touching the energy field. It's touching your energy field, okay? If you're looking at the idea, for example, if you're about 50 feet away from Radiate, maybe you have a really big room in that sense, and you decide to put like a really big curtain in front of the screen, okay? Then that fabric in that sense is primarily absorbing a lot of Radiate. You're still getting Radiate. You're just not getting the full effect of it, okay? But this is different. This is coming into your personal energy field. Your personal energy field on average is about 4 to 6 feet in radius, okay? With Radiate being on your person, with Radiate being in your pocket playing, because I've developed it for this, right? You're getting the full codes, okay? Especially if you're sitting down right now, because I'm feeling Radiate working on me right now with it being in the pocket, okay? So the answer to your question, Benedict, is yes. Will you get the full effect? Will it be equally effective if it's running in your pocket? Yes, because I designed it that way, okay? So if it's on your person, you have nothing to worry about, right? You put it in your coat pocket, you put it in your breast pocket, you put it in your pants pocket, completely fine, 100%. because it's working with your energy field. As I said, guys, you do not need to visually look at the screen of Radiate. You don't have to do that, okay? You could have Radiate running right over here, okay? I pull it out of the pocket, okay? I put it up, and if I even just do it sideways like this is fine. If I have it upside down, this is fine, okay? So I can have it running sideways like this, okay? So it's running sideways right here. It's against my microphone, okay? Just like that, totally fine, okay? I could have it upside down, totally fine, okay? No problems. So whether I have it sideways, whether I have it upside down, whether I have it facing forward, and I'm not even looking at it, and I'm getting the benefits of Radiate, okay? What I can recommend is if you're in a bright room, maybe try and close the curtains, okay? The reason being is because you want a lot more of the light source from Radiate coming in rather than the surrounding light force, the light energy, okay? So I'd say maybe just turn off the lights. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm on the air with you guys. But I would suggest turning off the lights and just closing the blinds or closing the drapes so that you're getting a lot more absorption of Radiate with its light technology, okay? That's beneficial. And if by chance you don't want, if you can't do that, then that's okay. You'll still get the effect of Radiate, but the full effectiveness, I'd say you probably get maybe about an 80 to 90% effective rate with Radiate if you have surrounding light levels on, okay? You'll still get it about 80 to 90%. But if we want to boost it up to 95 to 100%, we just start closing the blinds. We start closing the blinds, we start turning off the lights, and we're just meditating, right? So like I said, the screen is over here, guys. Am I looking at the screen? No. I do not have to look at the Radiate screen to get Radiate, okay? So again, that's all part of the technology. It's great if you want to look into the screen, right? If you want to use it as a meditation and you're just watching the body symbols going through the screen, you want to watch it that way, fantastic, great, enjoy it. Enjoy a nice meditation. Or you can just close your eyes. This is where I say you guys can put on an eye mask at night and maybe your tablet is running Radiate and you just want to put an eye mask on and you're going to sleep. Great, go for it. No problem, okay? Because your energy field is what's absorbing Radiate, okay? When it's touching your skin, it's not your skin that's getting it, it's the energy field of your skin, okay? When your cells are getting Radiate, it's not the cells themselves that are getting Radiate, it's the energy of your cells. When your organs are getting Radiate, it's not the physical organs themselves that are getting Radiate. It's the energy of the organs. Okay? So everything that represents the energy body of you is getting a charge. We're not physically charging a physical organ. Can't do that. Am I going to like put like jumper cables on your heart and go psh? Okay? That's not what we're doing here. You are working together with your energy field, right? Your morphogenic field, your aura, your vital field is getting a charge, right? That's what's taking place here. So like I said, does not matter if the Radiate here is facing forward, sideways, upside down. Doesn't matter, okay? You're still getting the charge, you're still getting the effectiveness of Radiate. And again, it does not have to be a fear of thinking, oh, if I just have it in my pocket, maybe it's not going to be that effective. It's certainly going to be effective, right? Because it's in your energy field. Your field spans on average from 3 to 4 to 6 feet, okay? Some people, it can be longer and wider if they're doing meditation, for example, right? It can be up to 15, 18, 20 feet, okay? As long as it's in your energy field, you're fine. Does not matter if clothes are in the way. Does not matter if you have a blanket on. Does not matter if you have a jacket on. Okay? If it's in your field, you're getting it. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, Benedict. That's something that quite a few other people have asked me as well too. That's why I want to elaborate on that a little bit more. Okay? Thank you for your question. Okay, let's go to Susie True. Hello, Susie. Susie asks, I'm wondering why my Radiate Premium version stops running after about 10 minutes. Then it's hard to get it to start up again without exiting and restarting the program. Any explanation or help? Well, again, guys, some of this also has to do with the quality of your phone, okay? We are working together to optimize Radiate a lot more, okay? But what happens is a lot of people have background programs running on their phone, right? They got about 20 or 30 apps, and that's gulping up a lot of memory, right? As we're optimizing Radiate currently, right? It's going to take up a lot less memory, but it has a sufficient amount of memory that it requires because it is quite a powerful video program. Like I said, it's working with Scalar, right? So basically what I would suggest is making sure that all of your background applications are turned off on your phone, right? So just click on your Android, and you'll see all these apps that are in the background. Shut them all down, okay? And then just work with Radiate altogether. And if you want, you can again turn Radiate into a miniature player, okay? And you can do other work as well too, temporarily. Once you're done your work, I would suggest putting Radiate back on full screen, okay? But it does have a mini player that you can work with, okay? And you can shrink it down, and it works on your screen that way too, okay? But right now, like I said, it just needs to be optimized. My development team is optimizing the video a lot more, because there's a lot of compact information contained inside the video player itself, right? So we're just working to optimize it, to basically thinning out the memory usage for Radiate, because it does take a sufficient amount of memory to run Radiate, okay? But most of the time it usually has to do with one's phone, okay? So we basically have to make sure that those background apps are closed, and also making sure that Androids can be finicky, right? Android phones can be finicky. A lot of them aren't built for that kind of power, okay? It's not to say you can't use it, but like I said, a lot of them, like I said, with the way that Radiate just currently is structured, there may be challenges, there may be freeze up times, and if that does happen, just check your background programs, and if by chance it continues to happen, maybe just use the free version for now, okay? And just as we work to get the optimization, which should be ready this week, getting it optimized so that it's not putting a big strain on memory, okay? But it really has to do with the memory resource on your phone, especially if you got 20 or 30 other apps. Browsers take up a lot of memory as well too, right? Just make sure everything is closed off, and that can help you give it a little bit more time with Radiate, okay? Thank you for your question. Okay, Mihail asks, hello Brad, will Radiate browser app work on Windows 7? Here's what the browser app will work on. It will work on anything that is PC, okay? Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. It will work on Linux, okay? It will work on Ubuntu. It will work on any of the other particular Linux programs, okay? Because it's a browser app. It will work on your Mac, okay? If you have an iMac, it will work there. If you have a MacBook, it will work there. It will work on your phone. It will work on your tablets. It will work on your iPad. It will work on your smart TV, right? It will work if you're plugging in an HDMI from one device onto your phone, and you're opening up the browser and putting it on your TV as well too. If you just have a flat screen, for example, that doesn't have that interface for an internet browser, then you just plug in a device through HDMI. So we're getting the exact same user interface from the phone app, and we're putting that in the browser app, okay? So it's basically just browser compatible. They're going to be doing all the optimization as well too for the browser app before we get it online, so that there's no lag in there. The memory is going to be significantly reduced. So that is also important as well too. So we're learning a lot of what, okay, we're noticing that the app has a considerable amount of memory needed to run on someone's phone. So we're fixing that up for the phone app, and we're also going to be applying that into the browser app as well too, okay? So that is in the works. But any particular form of device that can use the internet, that can pull up a browser, will be able to run the browser app, okay? What's also great about the browser app is that it's cross-compatible between the mobile version and its own browser app version, right? So it's completely compatible with each other. So if you have an email that you have already used to purchase the premium version, whether it's on your iPhone or on your Android, you can carry that over. You can just basically log in with that same email and sign in. And you can use that in the browser app. You do not have to pay for the premium version again a second time, okay? So that's the good news. The only time you have to pay for a premium version the second time is if you have, for example, one Android phone and one iPhone, okay? They basically have to be purchased separately, because you're looking at two entirely different platforms that don't speak the same language, okay? So if you have it on your iPhone, you're purchased a premium version. And you have it on your Samsung Galaxy or your Android, you have to purchase it a second time, okay? Google Play and Apple Store don't communicate with each other, right? So you cannot cross-compatibly connect with them. So that's the only time that you would need to purchase the premium version twice, okay? With the browser app, though, it does not matter if you're using the iPhone, does not matter if you're using Android. Again, it'll be cross-compatible with both, okay? Thank you for your question. All right, let's go down a little bit further. This one here is from Catalin. Catalin says, could you please create other rainbow items, shorts, pendants, digital postcards, posters, safeguards that we could print? The problem is, Catalin, is that image is too big to put on a pendant. You can't put an image like that on a pendant. You can't really put a pendant image like that on shorts, right? The image is just too big, and it basically has to be in that format. So I couldn't say that they'd be the rainbow version, but there will be other versions that will come along where I'm going to be expanding a little bit more of the apparel on AetherX, because we used to have those, but they were print on demand, right? So I'm going to be working a little bit more on just being the supplier for a lot of different shirts. Shirts are basically going to come first, okay? And then later on, we'll see if we get some shorts in there, some pendants. We basically are going to have these bracelets for sale as well too, okay? These will be coming very soon. Like I said, these are charged through Radiate Regen for a whole week. And the great thing about these is they hold the charge for many, 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 many years, okay? Especially if you're getting something that is crystal, right? Anything that's crystal holds the charge for millions of years, okay? So way after you're gone, these will still be chargeable. These will still be charged. These will still be radiating Radiate Regen long after you're gone, okay? For as long as these exist. So yeah, we basically put them downstairs in the Radiate Regen Center, and we let them charge up for a full week, and then we send them out, okay? So we're going to be creating a lot more bracelets. So I'll have more of that up later. I think later this week we'll have the Radiate Regen bracelets available as well too, okay? So I will be developing a lot more stuff. Things are coming. Again, guys, I'm basically wearing about 20 or 30 different hats right now. And I'm working with so many different things. As much as I would love to go to the drawing board and design hundreds of different products, just don't have the time, okay? So I'm just bringing out quite a few products because this is something that's I've been working on for the past couple of weeks because I've had a little bit of spare time, but I'm just bringing things out bit by bit. I know you guys want to see certain products that I'm going to bring out, and that will in time happen. But I also have a lot of Radiate stuff to work with. We also have clients coming in for our Radiate Regen Center as well too, because we're the very first one that has an actual Radiate Regen Center downstairs, right? So people in our area are kind of coming and going, and I'm hosting them, working with them as well too. I'm also working with getting the commercial applications going. I'm working in building up a members area. I'm building videos there, getting videos ready there. I'm also working with the AetherX Academy. I'm also doing these webcasts with you guys, right? I'm also starting to build up new products for AetherX. I'm also running the AetherX business. You see what I'm talking about with all these hats, okay? So please be patient with me, okay? I know you guys want me to look into some new products, and I'll be happy to do that, but it will take time to roll these things out, okay? So yes, more things will be coming. Rainbow is really, really great. It's wonderful. I love the graphic. I love the effect of it, and we're gonna have other t-shirts like that too. Like I said, there'll be much more grayscale, okay? All right, so let's go down further. This is from Michelle. Michelle says, hi Brad, will the new repellent spray also be helpful as a skin protector against UV rays? No. Okay, and I really don't want to guarantee that, even though I have the capability of doing that with codes. I really don't want to do that, okay? This is not about UV protection. It's not sunscreen, okay? And I'm not really going to develop something like that. So like I said, we can put the codes in there, but like I said, it just takes way too much time to do trial and error and to prototype these things as well too. The repellent spray is going to have multiple functions for it. Like I said, it's going to do well. It's going to regenerate the cells in your skin, okay? But it's not used for sunscreen, okay? What I would suggest, guys, is look into some organic sunscreen as well too. That is not what the repellent is here to do, okay? It has a couple of different features, but like I said, I still got to run trial and error, right? I got to do prototypes with them. I have to basically go outside and spray my whole arm and just be around a whole bunch of mosquitoes and see what happens, right? Because I'm trying these out before I sell them. And trying to do that and then putting sunscreen on top of it, and there's just too many factors to try to test out, so that's just not going to work, right? So again, it will work. It would be very beneficial for your skin because you're again, the energy of your cells are getting charged, and that's as far as I really want to take it, okay? So certainly we'll work with repellents both for humans and for animals, and again, it will really help to increase the cellular charge of your cells, okay? And it will work together with your animals as well too, doing that. But no, I'm not making a sunscreen product. Absolutely not, okay? just too many variables to consider there. We'll see in the future, but right now, just don't have the time for that. Okay, and like I said, if I stack too many things on top of it, I'm not going to know what does what, right? And like I said, I want to make sure that I'm giving a good practical look at all of these things that I'm developing. So I say, okay, I've tested this myself, or my partner is testing it out herself as well too, and we're seeing some great, like we're basically the guinea pigs for you guys before we before we send these things out. So I just don't want to overload it with too much stuff, because again, we're trying to get a good practical idea about how this is working on the body. Okay, thank you for your question. Let's go down further. Okay, we got about 10 minutes left, guys, so I'm going to basically do a couple questions within that 10-minute span. Carol Ann says, hello Brad, did you still plan on coming out with some bracelets? Yep, we're already doing that. Okay, bracelets are right here. And again, Brianne is the one who's making these bracelets. Okay, and I'm just basically putting them downstairs and charging them. So they're really Brianne's product. So got to give thanks to her. Okay, she's also selling some of the early bracelets on her website. If you go to ratingswithbrianne.com, she already has some of the bracelets on her website. I haven't put that on AetherX. If you want to get these early, go to her website, ratingswithbrianne.com. Go get a tarot reading with her. She is a very accurate tarot reader, right? I know a lot of you guys love tarot readings out there, right? Go to Brianne. She is an extremely accurate tarot reader, okay? Carol Ann, you've also had sessions with her, right? Carol Ann has really sung her praises as well, too. So guys, if you want a tarot reading, a really accurate one, go to Brianne's website. Okay, that's ratingswithbrianne.com, and you can also get the bracelets there. Okay, let's go down a bit further. Okay, this one here is from Joe. Joe says, which cards would be best to use for zythalasma? They are yellow cholesterol bumps around the eyes. So basically you want to work with your liver, okay? Those are liver faults, okay? That's basically telling me that there may be a toxic liver here. There may be toxic metals within the liver as well too, right? So liver enhancer, heavy metal eliminator, biotoxin eliminator, finding those ones on the body deck and just placing them on the body, okay? If you have them digitally, then just print them out on photo paper, okay? And then, or cardstock paper is good, photo paper is good, okay? And then just putting it on your body and letting them go to work. Okay, but if we're looking at something that has cholesterol-related aspects, that's the liver. Okay, and you got to basically clear out the liver altogether. So liver enhancer, heavy metal eliminator, biotoxin eliminator. Okay. Lorna says, is it okay to run your tablet by you at night? Thought was taboo for our body. No, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I recommend that you guys do that. So I'm not too sure who's telling you that. Okay, if it's not coming from me, guys, it's not true. Okay. No, what I basically say is that it's a great idea, right? If you have, for example, a nightstand right next to your bed and you have the tablet on and you're running the premium version and you just put that right next to your nightstand, great, go for it. That is exactly what I recommend. What I would suggest is try to put the brightness of the screen to maximum capability, okay? Just maximum level of brightness, because like I said, you're absorbing the light, okay? This is going into your energy body. This is not going into the physical, okay? Physical is going to respond to it, physical is going to react to it, but it's being imbued through, it's almost like a photosynthesis, right? It's scalar waves. I wouldn't even call them waves because they're not really waves, right? But it's a scalar pulse, right? The scalar field is entering your body, and the scalar contains all of the information relating to the codes that are contained on the visual interface screen. So all of the body symbols contain codes. The color bars contain codes. The crossbars contain codes. The background contains codes. Every single pixel on your screen contains codes. And scalar is being the carrier for that. And it's absorbing itself into your energy body, right? I've had people who have told me that they have had Radiate on overnight, either on their iPhone or their iPad or their Android, and their skin feels so incredibly smooth when they wake up. Like it's like a baby's skin. I said, that's great. That's the energy working on you. Your cells are completely charged, right? They're noticing that their backaches are going away. They're noticing that their migraines and their headaches are going away. Okay, so all of these benefits are happening because they leave Radiate on all night, right? I know some people are personally uncomfortable with having light on. This is why I suggest put an eye mask on, right? Just put an eye mask on, have Radiate here. Radiate doesn't even have to directly point to you. Okay, you can have it off like this, right? You could even have it opposite facing you, and it'll still work. okay? Because that light is still touching the room. That light is still touching you because it's the only light source in your room that's on when you're sleeping at night, okay? You do not need to look directly at Radiate for Radiate to work. That's in our FAQs, okay, guys? If you have questions, go to radiateapp.com and go to the FAQ section. I answer all of these questions, okay? So again, if my answer is not there in the FAQ, drop me an email, right? And again, if I answer a question that I have not heard yet, I'll add it to the FAQ, okay? All of these questions you guys are asking is pretty much on the FAQ already. So please go to frequently asked questions, look for it there. If it's not there, ask me the question, I'll answer it, and then I'll put that on the FAQ as well too, okay? Okay, let's see if we got enough time here. We got 5 minutes. So let me go down to Mona. Mona says, would the app be equally effective? Would the app be equally effective if your phone case is closed? No, guys, because you're blocking the light, unless it's actually in your field. Okay, if it's in your field, it's fine. But if it's far away from you and you're blocking it, right? You're not within like the 4 to 6 foot radius. Then no, you're not really receiving it too well. Okay, so this is why when you saw me do it with the phone, I put the case open. Okay, now I could basically close it like this and put it in my pocket, and that's fine because I'm getting the energy fields, okay? But if let's say, for example, if it's 10 to 15 feet away from me, and my field is about 4 to 6 feet going out, I'm not really going to receive it that well, no. Because, again, you're closing it. You're getting the scalar, but you're not getting the biomagnetic light, right? So the only way that would work is if your phone is closed, it's running Radiate, and you're putting it in your pocket, then you're fine, okay? As long as it's in your energy field. But if it's beyond your energy field and you're closing the case, no, you're not really going to get a lot of the benefits, right? You'll get some, but you're not going to get all of it, okay? So I would say only really close the case or something of that nature if it's in your energy field. If you're putting it in your pocket and you got your case on, no problem. Then that's okay, right? Because, again, that's still running through your energy field, okay? So the answer to your question is if it's beyond your energy field, no, don't do that, okay? If it's within your energy field, yes, it's okay. All right, I hope that makes sense. Okay. Turn Up Every Day says the t-shirts would also be a great giveaway for coming live stream. Oh, somebody wants a t-shirt, huh? We'll see. We'll see how it goes, okay? I only have a certain amount of t-shirts right now. I will be ordering some more, okay? But we'll see. We'll make that. I'll make that decision in the next AetherX live stream, okay? Let's go to NP. This will be the final question. So NP asked, Brad, the source deck, do you have any updates? Oh, yes, the source deck. Yes, I'm going to start working on it this month, okay? So I'm going to start really pounding the pavement, trying to get the source deck out. I really want to try and make it more unique than the other decks, right? So maybe I might look into making a holographic deck or something like that. But it's going to be a little bit more of a pricier deck, okay? The reason being is because it's much larger. It's a much larger deck, okay? So you may be looking at maybe about $100, $120 for the source deck, okay? So source deck basically is going to contain at least 88 cards. And how those cards are going to be made, maybe I'm making them, again, holographic in that way. That'll be something really powerful because you actually have holograms on cards. You're looking at incredible potency of the cards. So we'll see. I'm just kind of throwing it out there as an idea. I don't know yet for sure, but making it something holographic or 3D looking in that way would be pretty neat. But again, it's just the idea of using that because of the effectiveness of transmitting the codes. But yeah, the source deck, I'm basically trying to make it like Radiate in card form, okay? So I will be working on it this month, okay? And I'm working to get either an August or September rollout date for the source deck, okay? So that'll be an 88 card deck at least, right? And it's going to have a lot of features. I'm going to be programming the cards to have a great deal of power behind them, okay? So again, we're taking it to the next level with the source deck. And again, we'll see. Maybe I can make it holographic. Maybe I can make it 3D. Maybe I can make it glow in the dark. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of ideas here. I'll just see exactly what comes out and see what we can create for that. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me for the 26th episode of AetherX Livestream. That's awesome. Glad you guys have been with me all the way through. I really appreciate that. So again, stay tuned to the AetherX Telegram group, the Radiate Telegram group as well too. Newsletter updates will be coming here very soon. Lots more stuff rolling out. Again, it's going to be kind of a busy spring and summer for me, but I'm looking forward to all the work that gets accomplished, and I'm glad you guys are helping to support it. So again, download Radiate if you haven't downloaded it already. Tell people who have business owners about Radiate Regen, right? Let's get this all across the planet. And I need your guys' help to make sure we can do that. So thank you so much. Take care. Blessings to you all. And I'll speak to you again in another perspective. But now, take care.